though, a woman who claims you are what you eat. So, according to what I saw her tucking into backstage, please welcome 400 grams of aduki beans, a pinch of blue-green algae, and a slack handful full of sprouts, otherwise known as Gillian McKeith. Hello, Gillian. How are you? Nice to... Good to have you back, Gillian.
Thank you.
First question is an obvious question. Leo's departure. What are your thoughts?
I could see going crazy for aduki beans, but for underwear, come on. Not essential. Not essential.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, I know Leo's been up and down the last couple of days, but I didn't think he'd be the sort of person to walk at all. So, I mean, is clean underwear that important to you? If you're in there?
I don't think so. You just don't need to wear it, do you?
Do you think he would have been evicted tonight, Gillian?
He would have been evicted. I think he started out really well. He gave up his bed, and I thought that was really sweet. Mm-hmm. However, he started to unravel, didn't you notice? He started to get a little bit crazy, and I think
tetchy, wasn't he?
I think that he was definitely on his way out tonight.
Do you think he knew that?
I think he did.
So do you think that's why he walked?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think the pants were just a cover story?
An excuse. Cover story's a good one.
Now, only you thought that, which is quite of the two nominees remaining, who are you backing?
To leave or to stay?
Stay.
I'll have to back Carol because I can't take the cigar smoking of Dirk.
What's the matter with the Dirk, mate?
He's a great guy. In fact, I met him years ago when I was living in America. However, the cigar smoking is going to upset my friend Cleo.
Okay, now, this is it, because your favourite's obviously Cleo, because you know
My favourite is definitely Cleo.
Cleo, all these people are coming out of the woodwork that know Cleo. Tyra Parr Tompkinson came on and met her on a private jet with Cilla Black. And they all pulled the pants down. Were you part of that party?
No, not that day, no. But I've known Cleo for years.
How do you know Cleo?
I met Cleo years ago on Judy and Richard. And then we kept in touch for a little while, then we lost touch again. We met up again at a party, and we've been friends ever since. We go out to dinner, we talk all the time.
What's her diet like?
It's good.
She regular?
Bowels moving every day,
okay,
sometimes twice. She goes for all the healthy options. So she won't like the cigar smoking, so I've got to think of her.
Now, I want you to talk to the shopping list with you. 500 grams of organic brown rice, 250 grams of organic tofu. That's good, isn't it?
Very good.
But it's offset by 78 bags of crisps and a remarkable 2,513 grams of chocolate-based products.
Which Leo ate all of, probably.
Right. So
he ran off.
So how do you think they're eating across the board?
Well, I know that Cleo... I can't imagine her tucking into all these crisps because she likes to take care of her skin and she doesn't want to come out in spots. The brown rice is good, packed with B vitamins, good for the nervous system, keep you calm and regular. The tofu, calm, nice protein source, so that's okay. But the crisp and chocolate, I don't get it.
No, obviously. But is 78 between the lot of them and 2,513 grams of chocolate? Is that bad? Is that excessive?
I think it's excessive, don't you?
Okay. A lot of culinary confusion when the housemates tried to sort out their shopping list. Take a look at this. Let's get your take on it.
Let's do garam masala. Oh, you know what? It's a 38-gram jar.
Kids aren't going to eat that.
Super, probably, might not eat you.
Anybody for Indian food?
I
make chicken curry. Will you all eat it?
Shilpa, can we have some fish fingers and chips?
An amazing Jadism. Shilpa, probably don't eat chips.
No, there will not be fish fingers and chips. Can you imagine if I was in there?
I know. Well, why aren't you in there? Who needs you in there? You wouldn't leave to start with.
They'd all leave, though. I'd be the only one left.
How shocked are you to see all the food as a hassle? Is that normal?
It's totally normal because it's so important. You need food, you've got to have it. And they're not all going to agree on what they're going to eat. And you get very emotional about what you can and can't have, especially when you're in this closed environment. Food is very emotional. You can get really upset about it.
Okay, well, this is interesting because, I mean, could what they eat affect their behaviour and their moods? For example, if Leo would have eaten something else, would he be less hairy? No, I don't mean hairy as in hairy. I mean as in...
Yeah. I am convinced that he was eating more junk than anybody else. And I think if he'd gone for more vegetables and maybe a bit of brown rice, he would have been a lot calmer. I think he would have seen the light.
Now, Dirk's a very calm guy. He definitely thinks his diet's done him some good. Take a look at this.
I lost my temper for since 1987.
Why did it suddenly stop, do you think?
You want to know? Yeah, I quit eating meat.
Really?
Well, I quit eating meat. I quit eating meat in 1970, you know, and I noticed a change in all of that.
I'll tell you something very tragic. He's been a very sick man.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, why?
Yes, he had prostate cancer at 40. And the reason he eats the way he eats now is because he completely changed his way of eating and almost cured himself. That's what he wrote the book about. Yes.
That is Dirk's theory. What do you make of it?
All right. He, in the 70s, did eat a lot of meat, and he met this woman called Gloria Swanson, who was an American actress, who introduced him to something called macrobiotics, which meant coming off of meat. And what macrobiotics is, very quickly, is going back to basics with food, eating food in its whole natural state. So I don't think he can credit curing his cancer with just coming off the meat, because he did a lot more than that.
Okay.
He started to eat in a very balanced way, beans, grains, seeds, legumes, seaweeds, and a lot of vegetables. And he was really into it. And he wrote a book called Kamikaze Kid, which explained exactly what he did. So, and who knows what kind of meat he was eating, really. Maybe it was hormone injected, maybe it was cheap meats, but it wasn't just the meat. I'm convinced of that. It's what he added into his diet.
Brilliant. Hey, listen, thank you ever so much. It's lovely to have you on. Presumably you're back in Cleo, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Gillian McKeith. Wow. Where is she? They're racking up for Cleo now.
Oh, fantastic.
Wonderful stuff. Now